Hey guys, Brad M73 here. Welcome back to Gold Rush, and I apologize that we're starting out at night here. We are going to basically be going through and kind of getting started on really trying to make the push into making a lot of money. We don't have any loans right now. We don't have any loans right now. Sorry, I accidentally brought up my Steam overlay. Let's see, workers locked for 3,000. So do we have $3,000? I don't even think we have 3,000. Nope, we don't. So what I have to do in order to really kind of start making some money here is we need to get the workers working. And those guys will help us back up, you know, everything else that we need to do. So I'm going to just leave the truck running here. And let's see, did I ever get a light? Like a light fixture thingy do bobber? Yes, I did, because I can see it tipped over right. Yeah. Another thing that we might need to do, and let's see if I can move. Gosh, look at all this that I've dumped over there. Wow. I need to move the magnetite table over or the magnetite separator, because we're just going to have to try to use it. And I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed here, that we're not going to run into any problems with using it like I have with a lot of the other equipment. Let's see, we've got a couple of large cables which I don't need. I need like one water hose. But I'm just gonna set this like over here for right now. Turn on my light here. And so what I'll need to do is, before we get everything going with the wash plant, we'll have to hook this up, run everything through there first. And do I need more buckets? That's another good question that I need to be asking. Yes, I do. And should have just brought the pickup truck over. But see, by the time I do that, I'll have wasted even more time, so I might as well just run over here anyway. All right. The only thing I could kind of use is an extra generator, but I'm not really going to lose any sleep over it right now. Okay. Let's see. What do we have in here? Nothing in there right now. So I guess all we have to do is get all of our equipment started up here. And we'll get this guy working. And I don't know if I should really try this, but uh-oh, that's a nice view. No. Oh, I'm backwards. See, that could put me in the hole when I'm not wanting to go into the hole. Basically, I just want to come over and try to get rid of this big pile of dirt over here. Hopefully... Oh, I got a whole bucket full of stuff too. Let's see, there we go. Okay, why is this getting stuck? Is it getting stuck? Oh. I think I'm getting stuck on one of the pieces of equipment. There we go. You're already full. You're losing dirt. Wait. Is this guy? Are these guys not? Oh. Forgot to start up all the rest of the pumps. There we go. Now it should be working. Yep, there he goes. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to... There we are. Like I said, I'm just trying to kind of clean up this area here. Uh-oh. So that it looks a little bit cleaner, and we got a little bit more in there. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy now. So now we're just going to start continuing to dig this area out here. And make sure I got both my lights on. And there we go. Now I've been playing. The reason why I haven't recorded this in a few days was because I've actually been playing on my kind of offline profile, essentially just trying to learn, you know, a bit better how to play the game, and I, you know, and to be able to come back and pass that knowledge on to you guys. How's that sound? You guys are like, that sounds like complete BS, Brad. You've been holding back on us. No, not really. But I think there's going to be a lot of people that rush in and get loans like really quickly, and they're going to get themselves into a lot of trouble. And they're either going to have to, you know, reload previous saves, or they're going to have to restart the game entirely. So I'm just trying to kind of help alleviate that, you know, people from getting into trouble there. And let's just go like this. I love digging in this game. Like yesterday, I spent like 3 hours, 4 hours just playing this game, digging, and I was having so much fun. It was just so relaxing compared to like Construction Simulator 2015. You guys remember that game? The digging was atrocious in that. Yeah, it wasn't a very good scoop. And I've forgotten, do we actually own the parcel? It's been like since the last time I recorded Gold Rush, since I played this save, so I don't really remember. Okay, another scoop or so, and we'll be ready to process our gold yet again. And there have been a couple patches out. I think there have been 2 patches. There was one earlier this week. I'm hoping that there's another one tomorrow, but only time will tell on that. Let's just go ahead and dump this. As soon as that reaches 100%, we're going to shut this bad boy off, providing I don't fall into the hole. Okay. And then another thing I want to do is rerun this power cable so that it rests on the ground. Okay. So what I want to do over here is we're going to want to plug up the water and then plug up the electricity. Where's that? Okay. And we'll... Oh, probably need to turn this generator on, I bet. And we've got to hit the light again, hit start. Okay, so that's running. And... okay, so far so good. We'll just come back over, turn this on. The magnetite separator has finished. Alright, so we're going to turn this off. And we're just going to plug everything back in to where it was. Unravel this a little bit, or whatevs. There we go. And make sure that you see the water spraying down through there. Okay. So now we want to take the gold side and we're going to use it on here, and there we go. Now we're getting some gold. Alright, there's an ounce right there. So nice, we got 1.4 ounces. That's a pretty good haul off of that bucket. I'm pleased. And we'll try to get another bucket. And basically do the same thing. I want to shoot for, 2 to 3 ounces, enough that we can... I mean, technically I could go right now and go into town, or unlock the workers. But in order to do that, we have to go into town, we have to sell some gold to do that. And I also want to make sure I own this claim. I can't remember if we rented or owned it. If we own it, we get a lot more money per, when we go to sell our gold. So that's very important. And we can actually run over to the tent. I should be able to do it from the tent at least. And we do own it, so that's good. That's very good. We could even take a loan right now, but I don't want to take a loan. Yeah, I know there were like a couple of you guys who complained, I think in the last video, that everything is dark. And, I just believe in working through the night, especially early on in the game, because... that's when, you're trying to make the most money to get your gold operation up and running. And especially if you have a loan, you don't want to be like, wasting 6 hours just to get through nighttime. You got to be working the whole time. You got to have workers working, getting, you know, even more gold for you. And so, yeah, it's, you know, you just got to keep working through the night. And that's just how the game is played. And unfortunately, there's no, like, daylight 24/7 mod. We'll just trickle this in. And again, I am using an Xbox 360 wired controller. That way you get really nice, precise handling of your front loader. The only thing that kind of bugs me about the controls, especially of some of the other vehicles, like if you go and use the front loader, it actually has a slightly different control scheme, and I think that they need to, you know, make sure that all of their control schemes of their vehicles are similar, because otherwise the interface gets a little bit confusing. So I'm hoping that they'll, you know, get that fixed over time. Whoop. Uh-oh, we gotta jump out. 100%. All right. So turn that off. See if I had another. Well, let's see. I do have another water pump up there. Let's see. Turn this on. Okay. I just think if we had a little bit of extra, you know, if we had another water hose, we would be all right. Just, yeah, okay. So the wave table's on. Take the gold side and booyah or something. So I kind of think I should go for one more bucket. All right, so we got almost 3 ounces. That's easily going to be $3,000. Whoops. Thought I turned this back on. I guess not. Oh, man. All right. And yeah, there were a lot of people. Actually, let me see if I can bring up the user comments. Give me a moment here, and I'll pull those up for you guys if I can. I can't there. Let's see. New window. YouTube. All right. We'll continue with this while I try to do that. Okay, all right, let's try it. Ooh, somebody sent me a message. Let's see. 30%. Oh, that's another one. Okay. Never mind. Are we hitting bottom there? Uh-oh. We're creating another pile over there, guys. Okay, let's trying to bring up those videos. Let's see, Gold Rush. There we go. Actually, let me. There we go. Whoop, what am I doing? See, I can't really see down in there very well. I guess because of the angle, but. That was a good scoop. Ah. I haven't been getting the audio glitching as much this week. I have still gotten it, but not nearly as much as I was getting it in the last episodes, I think. Because, man, that was pretty bad. There we go. Get the Oh, and somebody said that the wheel of my wash plant here was like over the edge, but it's clearly not. Uh-oh. There we go. A nice full bucket. Wait, how much are we getting up to? Oh gosh, we're at 100%. See, I wish it would actually give you the warning when this bucket's full, but it only gives you the warning when the hopper's full. And our generator's out of fuel. Yay. Okay. No problem. We'll just fill her back up again. What is going on here? There's fuel in that. What is going? Great. Now what did they break? Okay, now it's filling up. What was... That was bizarre. So let's try this one over here. Okay, Twilight Zone, anyone? Yeah, I think there's only one fuel type. I think that fuel type is diesel. Very strange. All right, so let's see. The camping trailer is there to sleep till dawn, so you don't have to work at night. Says, looks like it's Hammett 123. Yeah, I do know that, but I want to work at night so I can maximize my profit here, especially early on into the game, before I have, you know, oodles of gold pouring in. Okay, we got... That is working. So we had what, 2.9 gold, something like that. All right. So let's see, I can turn this one off. Can't turn off the wave. Wow. So almost another 4.5. Let's see. Turn him off. Turn this guy off. Turn this guy off. And so let's go into town. We're going to obviously buy some hoses, I think. And we'll see maybe what else we can buy before we... Because, well, right now I really have to start saving money for the Tier 3 stuff. Tier 3, like all the basic equipment, is going to cost around $200,000 for everything. That's not even including the front loader. Now, people are like, well, you know, buy the large excavator. Yeah, you can do that, but, you know, what's really going to get you working quickly is the front loader. And it's not, you know, too terribly expensive. There's a freaking garden hose right in there. Oh my gosh. I'm going to buy an extra one just in case. Because when we go up to Tier 3 mining, we're going to need extra everything. And they really need to get the problems, whatever problems they're having with the wash plants, they need to get that figured out. So that you know, you're not going to screw yourself over on gold. There's still a lot of bugs in this game, and you can work around them if you know, if you're smart and you know how to identify the bugs. You know, like if a wavetable stops working and you can figure out what's causing the problem, you know, you can work around it, but it's still, you know, a pain in the butt. All right, so we're going to sell all the ore, 4.5 ounces. We do get some burn off, so we got 4 ounces there. Okay. So 4 ounces, I think that's going to probably give us maybe close to $5,000, depending on what the gold prices are. Hello, come on. So 1,200, yeah, it should give us like 4,800, 4,009. Yeah, that was pretty close. So sell that. We got 7 grand, so that's pretty good. So I'm just going to come over here. We're going to get some, I'm just going to pick up a couple hoses. I don't really know what else I'm going to need for right now. Do I need buckets? No, no. Nope. I'll get a couple extra power cables, I guess. We'll need a bunch of these when we start on Tier 3, I'll tell you that right now. And then we'll just buy an extra generator. Might as well have some extra. Okay. All right, so we'll run down to the gas station really quick, and I cannot wait to see who is waiting for me to hire them back at the base. Actually, I don't know if they'll pop up. I don't know if we'll have anybody to hire right off the bat, because it usually takes, like once you unlock that, it usually takes a little while for the workers to start showing up. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And I think the next big thing we're going to buy is the fuel tanker. The towable fuel tanker, not the big gigantic one. That's really overkill right now. Oh, come on. Fill that guy up. I should have brought the other fuel canisters in to top them off, but that's all right. No, I did not want to do that. I just wanted to close your top. Ugh. I don't want to pick you up. I don't want to pick you up. All right, whatever. Don't blame me if some fuel sloshes out. And back to the farm. The farm, right? No, it's not a farm. So basically, and I'm just going to stop here because I want to show you everything that you need, absolutely need for Tier 3 mining. You need one of these, basically one of every one of these. One of those, one of these, one of these. You technically don't need the conveyor belts container or the conveyor belt, but that's 120,000. That's 15,000. So that's $135,000 extra right now. You need a duplex jig. You have to have that. You need an ST sluice box. You need a trommel. And I think the last piece we need is a shaker. And, you know, you can buy like a big power generator, but you don't absolutely have to have one. You can just use, you know, pumps and generator, or yeah, just normal generators if you want. So that right there is $57,700. And that's a pretty reachable amount. Above and beyond that, if you want to go all out, you're going to need one of these. One of these, and last but not least, minimally, now you can use your small excavator, but you really need a front end loader because the bucket is just that much bigger. So now let's go and look and see how much money that you're really going to need to get going, and then eventually you can advance up to the dump truck, but this is really to get you in there. So right there, $289,700, so almost $300,000 to get you to the point where you're really going to be dumping a lot of gold, and making the money that you need, especially to be able to sustain a loan. And you would want to amortize that loan over probably the full 60 days, so that you have the smallest loan payment possible. So, that would be my best recommendation. It's definitely the smartest way. That way you're not losing money. You're not losing, because when you borrow that kind of money, you're going to have a ton of debt that's going to come out every night. At least 10 to maybe 15,000 or more. I'd have to actually go and look at the loan calculator. which actually we can do that when we get back to the tent and unlock workers. Oh, the fact that I do that for. I don't know, you guys. I am completely clueless. And don't agree with me just because you want to agree with me. Yeah, so right now, if we go to the bank, we go to loans, we can get... You would definitely want extra, so we can max that out over the course of 60 days, $7,883. Now, here's another bit of news, and let's go ahead and unlock workers. We also, let's see, awaiting, okay, so we at least get one guy. And here's a huge criticism of this game. All the other avatars that they use in the game seem realistic, and then they have like these stupid cartoony avatars for your workers. There are people whose faces, people paid extra during the Kickstarter to have their faces included in the game, and I think this would be like a perfect example of that. Let's see. So I'm just gonna go and hire him. He's not great, but I want to get at least somebody working, and I'm going to put him on the small excavator. Now, I don't know if certain pieces of equipment get gold more quickly, but you can already see we have 0.1 ounce of gold. If you look at the top right, 0.002, 0.003. And so that's essentially going to start counting up. And as we get more workers, that's going to count up a lot faster, guys. So just be aware of that. Let's go ahead and, since it's noon, I'm going to shut that down. Power cable. Go. Can I close the top now? There we go. All right, I'm going to run over and I'm going to get our other pump over here. I can pick it up. Oh my gosh, this hole seems so small. On my save, my hole is like 10 times bigger than that at least. It's way bigger. That's what she said. Wait, what? I don't know if she actually said that or not. Okay. Let's get physical. No, let's not. Plug. Okay. We'll plug this guy up here. That way all we have to do is run over here, start the generator, and booyah, we're done. And then we're going to disconnect this hose that's running all the way over here. It looks like our pile is growing again, but that can't be helped. Or can it? And then we'll just run this right here. And, okay, so we got to go ahead and start everything up again with the water. Oh, he's running? Oh, this guy's probably not running. It's got the bucket. And our hole's looking pretty good here. Okay. Oh, one thing I wanted to check. All right, so we got quite a bit of time left. And whenever we get a new message that we've got, you know, more workers, we want to run and get those guys as soon as possible. Now, do keep in mind that if you run out of money, if your money goes to zero, your workers will quit. And that's one of the really important things to know, especially for, you know, when you're trying to get a loan for tier 3 stuff and you're like, yeah, I'll just get a loan for that. You might have 5 workers, 6 workers, something like that working for you, and you know, if you start getting the loan payments coming out at midnight every night, they're just going to quit. As soon as you run out of money, bam, they're gone. And they don't go right back into the waiting to be rehired queue. You have to wait for people, you know, you have to wait for the workers to, like, come back to you. So it's kind of serious when you run out of money when you have workers, because they don't instantly come back, and that could get you into a whole lot of trouble, especially if you have a lot of debt and a lot of loans. So just something to be aware of. It's, you know, the little kids are like, we don't understand the math, but, you know, that's something that you really have to consider when playing this game. And look at that. We almost have, you know, 1% of an ounce. Now, when you get a lot of workers working, it's gonna... The heck? There we go. Okay. Yeah, so there we have what? 10% of an ounce. Yeah. Already. So, you know, he's working. And I'm hoping before the end of the episode, we'll get another worker or 2. Or as many as we can, really. Alright, let's go. Let's see. It's kind of wonky from this view. Whoops. Whoop. Okay. Ah, get in there. Oh, that was a really bad bucket. Okay, I gotta switch back around to this view because I can't see anything. Oh, that was a sucky bucket. That's a sucky bucket. We're almost full anyway. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead, start him up. Start him up. And again, make sure there's little water jets in there spraying. Start this guy up. Man, I wish there were 2 yellow outlets on this, but Beggars can't be choosers, I don't guess. Actually, while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to run up here and get this extra bucket. I should have probably bought a couple extra buckets, but that's all right. The reason why is the next thing, actually the next thing I'm probably going to end up buying is a magnetite separator. I'm sorry, not a magnetite trailer, so that we can put all this magnetite that we're getting into the trailer. And you'll notice we've got, you know, almost 40% full, so when that gets to 100%, we can swap that out. Don't need to do it right this second, but, you know, we'll need to do it before too long. Like in the next episode. Whoops, so we got a little over 1 ounce there, so that's pretty good. So now all we have to do is just shut all this stuff down, so we're not burning extra fuel that we don't need to be burning. Whee! Okay. And I think I need to turn on this, don't I? Why am I dumping so much of this over here? Is it just because this isn't on a flat surface or something? I mean, that's got to be my guess. Let's see here, wait a second. I feel like I'm gonna fall into my thing here at any moment. Okay. Put the parking brake on, how's that? There we go. I just don't know if this is like I thought this would be like a really good spot to put the oh, what is this thing called? I can't believe I can't remember what it's called. It's called the mining machine, the wash plant. I thought it would be good there because I could start, you know, digging this area out, but I don't know. Now, one thing I can try, let's do something here with this guy. Let's just drive to the other side of the and like drive down into the hole, because I want to see if I can even get the boom arm up high enough to get it into the wash plant. Because otherwise that means we're going to have to put the wash plant down in the hole. Gotta put the wash plant down in the hole. Do 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 do. Yeah, so this is essentially right where I want to be. All right. Let's see here. There we go. This is literally as high up as it'll go. Let's see. Wait a second. No. Well, it went up a little bit. Yeah, this is not going to work at all. This is kind of a bad idea, I think. Darn it. So I think what I might need to do... Hello. I don't know. I was really hoping that we would have... that, you know, I would be able to get that down in there a little bit better. Because we're eventually going to have to put it down, you know, put the wash plant down in this hole. And I just want to get to the point where there's a flat spot down there where we can actually, you know, like a landing or something, where we can actually, you know, don't have to worry about the wash plant tipping over and all that fun stuff, which isn't really that fun. Okay. Let's get back to work. Let's see if I can get one more bucket before we have to go for this episode. Now that, you know, it seems like the majority of the the wash plant and the magnetite separator bugs have been fixed, I may actually start doing a lot more episodes of Gold Rush. I might even start doing some live streams. We'll kind of see on that. But you guys seem to be liking the series so far, so, you know, that makes me want to do more episodes for you guys. So, you know, be sure, if you like Gold Rush, be sure to be hitting that like button, letting me, and, you know, leaving in the comments, you know, let me know what you want to do. Also, if you guys have any information about how the workers work, there's no really good explanation on what, like, the hours mean and what the percentages of the workers mean. I can only assume that it's like the higher their percentage, the better the worker, but, you know, we don't really know for sure just yet. Already full. Okay. I'm going too fast. Well, I wonder if I can move the camera around and see where the flat spot is under here. I should have dug over that way, I guess, maybe. I don't know. All right. Whoop, up. I want to bring this in like this. Ah, he's full. Dadgummit. see here. I always like to restart the magnetite separator just in case there's a problem. Okay, he's doing all right. Bam. Wave table is done. Ooh, somebody wants to work for me. No, no, no. Let's go and see who wants to work for me. Hopefully they're better than the guy we have now, because I want to have better workers, as one would. Let's see what we got here. Workers awaiting. He's slightly better, not by much. So we'll go to unassigned, Old Arnold's parcel, and then hog pan pump. So we'll assign him to that, and then we'll cancel. One pro tip I can give you guys is if you buy the shaker and whatever that orange thing was for the tier 3 stuff, if you buy those and you put them into place, you can actually hire workers for those. You know, you can put the workers on those too, even though you don't have the full tier 3 setup going. So, and they'll still generate income. So that's something we'll probably try to invest in first. And I think we're kind of coming up to an hour here. Yep, right about now. Let's do one more scoop before we say goodbye, and then we will come back very soon with a new episode of Gold Rush. Guys, again, do not forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying the series. If you want to see more, or if you just want to be critical or give advice on how to play, leave a comment down in the comment section. And why am I doing this? And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe for this and many more videos. Guys, I am Brad M73. Thank you so much for hanging out with me once again for another episode of Gold Rush. We'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.